Hi everyone, it's Kristen. So I'm feeling a whole lot better, which I'm thankful for, but I still have like a little bit of a froggy voice, so I apologize for that. But I got something that I'm really excited to share with you. Just haven't, I guess, I was working on my X-Men Mansion, and then when I finished that, I wanted to share that. So yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to share that with you today. And anyone that knows me knows that Rogue, um, is my favorite character because, of course, I discovered X-Men watching the animated series and just fell in love with her character. And then from there, started collecting comics and action figures and, all things X-Men, all things superhero. So that was, like the gateway for me. But as I've gotten older, I've also, come to appreciate other characters like Dazzler. She was only in one episode of the animated series, so I didn't really know that much about her because not until I started reading comic books anyway, because she was only in the episode of the during the Phoenix Saga. Because of course, if you do an animated X-Men series, you have to have the Phoenix Saga in there and the Dark Phoenix Saga because I mean that's a critical X-Men story. Um, I mean, it's just the Phoenix has been revisited so many times because it was such a crucial moment in X-Men's history. Anyway, so sorry, go off on a tangent. So what I wanted to share with you, like I said, I've come to appreciate Dazzler, and she's become another one of my favorite characters. I have a lot of favorite characters. I even, I even named my cat after her because I just think she's so cool. So this is what I wanted to share with you. I just thought, I mean, I thought this was so fun, especially the packaging, because it goes really well with. Okay, sorry. As I struggle trying to hold that because it is heavy. So sorry, I was reaching for this. I really need to have like a little, like my desk is well, is pretty small, so I really need to have like a extra little table when I do these action figure reveal videos so I have more space so you don't see me like awkwardly leaning over and stuff. Anyway, so it goes really well with this, the VHS figures I have. I mean, how fun is that? Like this retro TV that would, be hooked up to a VCR with these VHS legends. I mean, like I said, once I saw the packaging, I was like, oh, I guess I have to have that. Plus, Dazzler. So here's what's in the box, the four figures that are in the box. And then, you have a little scene, basically. And this you can take off. It's covering up a little bit of this. So let me pause this so I can open all this, and then I'll come back because if I opened all of it on camera, that would take forever. And my videos are already super long. Speaking of being super long, I usually do like the origin stories along with all the characters, but this time I'm not going to do that. So that way, if you're only interested in the figures, then you don't have to sit through like the origin story, especially if you already know all that stuff. So I'm just doing the figures and then I'll do like a separate video for the origin stories just in case, you're interested in that. So anyway, so hang on, give me a second. Okay, I have everything out of the box. And when you take everything out of the box, this is what it looks like. So this is really fun that they included this because you can do like you can put your figures in this and it looks like you're on the set in Mojo World. So I think that's really fun. I mean the back is just this, but you're only going to see this part anyway. So I just think that was really fun and really smart of them to do that because you can display them separately. You can have the front of the box, which has the TV, and then you can put your action figures in this. I mean, yeah, I just think that's a fun idea that they include like a ready-made kind of diorama for you to use. And that's speaking of that, that's also kind of why I bought these figures. Another reason is because I thought it'd be fun to have like an episode of Mojo, you know, and him. Well, he's always on the quest for ratings, so him going to Earth with Longshot and filming an episode at the X-Men mansion I made. I don't know. I mean, I figure like I could make him like a little skybox diorama, kind of on along the lines of what they gave you already. And I don't know. I'm like a cameraman or something. Anyway, that I have so many ideas for things I want to do next. But I haven't even finished the inside, so I can't start any of that yet. But I just have so many ideas. Okay, so we'll do Mojo first. So he's huge, and he comes in like it's like 5, 6 different pieces. So this base is one whole piece. These arms are already attached, or these legs, I should say. And then you slide this piece in, and then this piece, it just goes in right here. There's a, oh no, my hair. There's this little slot for it. And these are actually not attached yet, and then you attach them. Okay, so I have literally like no upper body strength, so this probably is just me. But this is really hard to put on. Like you can see that there's a peg here for his head, and there's, the peg-shaped hole. So you're supposed to be able to just, put that together, and you can see that no, I cannot do that. It's yeah, it doesn't stay on. I'm sure that's just me. I'm sure it's not, it might not be the figure itself that has just that. It's not a tight fit because it doesn't even fit, it seems. Anyway, I'm sure it's just me that can't do it because I have no upper body strength. Yep, nope, can't do it. So I will have to ask someone. Anyway, so just pretend it's on there securely. Yeah, just pretend because I can't get it. And then these that are attached to this are attached to him. And like I said, they would be better attached if he actually was on there and he was stable. But since I can't attach it, then they're not going to stay attached. And then let's see. Oh yeah, there's his tail. I don't know what to call it, but I mean, is it a tail? Like what do you call this? So it goes. See, there's a hole back there, and it goes right here. Ooh, and that one I got in. So there he is, and I mean, he looks good. I mean, he looks like himself. He doesn't look good because he looks ugly. I mean, and he's supposed to be ugly, like gluttonous and all that stuff because, it's related to TV, I guess. Like a nod to gluttony and a couch potato, I guess. He kind of looks like a potato. Anyway, so he comes with, oh, and there's like, on the bottom, there's like lights. Um, and these are posable. But since this is how he walks, I left him like this so that he could, walk, so to speak. Let's see. And he has hands, which he came with extra hands, which honestly, I'm not sure why they gave him extra hands. Like this is pretty much the only hand that's different. It's like pointing straight out. Um, well, I guess these are more like almost fist compared to anyway, I don't think the extra hands were necessary, but that's just me. I mean, and I'm not gonna like pull them off and put these on right now because couldn't even get his head on or his body on. So, and then he also came with an extra head, which is even more disgusting than his other head. Like I said, disgusting. So you can see kind of the two. just ew. Um, um, so I will, like I said, I will not try to, I will not take off that head to put this head on, because odds are I probably wouldn't be able to get the head back on. So you open it up and, like I said, I just think this is really cool that they included this. Like it's your own little diorama, basically to put your figures in, which I think is a really fun idea that they included that once you take everything out. So, and then this is the box that Long Shot comes in, and it's instead of TV Guide, it's MW Guide, Mojo World Guide. So, and then it's basically another picture of what was on the front of the box on the TV, and then here's you know, and it says Wolverine, his smallest role ever. Lucky Star betting it all on Long Shot. So anyway, oh, and it says that's funny, November 1985. I didn't notice that. The Return of Long Shot. Oh, see, and here we go. March 1992, Mojo World. December 1989, Mojo Mayhem. Oh, hey, I did a video on that. Mojo Mayhem with the X Babies. So if that's on my channel, if you want to look at that. Speaking of X Babies, like, yeah, they include Wolverine, a little X baby. They include this disc because he cannot stand by himself. He's too like he's too top heavy. You can see that. Um, but he's still a cute, fun add-on. Oh, and did I already say this in this video? But usually I like to explain the origins and kind of show you in the comic books, their first appearances and stuff. But for this video, I decided not to, just in case, you know all the origins and just want to see the figures. So I'll do a separate video for that. I mean, I won't do it in this video, and hopefully that'll make this video shorter. You know me. All my videos seem to take forever. So here's Long Shot. This is my first Long Shot. I didn't get the retro carded one, because, well, I just didn't. I'm running out of space for all, especially now with my X-Men mansion and all the craft supplies I have for making all the furniture. I'm literally running out of space. So I have been trying to cut back on what figures I buy, but then again the X-Men 97 came out, which, oh, I hate to do it, but I think I will have to open them so that they can be, included in my X-Men Mansion diorama, which pains me to do so because you know me. I'm in the box collector. That's why I can open these boxes because it does not ruin the packaging. That's why I like these boxes and the VHS boxes because, yeah, like the second level behind me, if I open those, that would ruin the packaging. So I just feel like I just can't do it. So, but for the X-Men 97 figures I ordered, then yeah, I'll have to open them as much as it pains me, and I'll try to open them carefully so I can at least save one of the packages. But we'll see. So here he is. I mean, he looks really good. He looks really cool. Like the only thing I wish is that they had included, like, around his eye when he uses his powers, you can see the little almost star like that's on his costume. I kind of wish they included that, or include an alternate head of that. That would have been cool. But he looks just like he does in the comic books, classical mullet and everything. Um, I mean, well, it was the 80s when he first appeared, so it makes sense. So it looks like this. If you really wanted to, you could just take his head off and take this off. I'm not going to do that though. And same for this. You could cut this off and cut this off if you really wanted to. I mean, I'm not going to do that. And since he's a guy action figure, he can stand by himself. At least I think he can. Oh, maybe since he has girl hair, he can't. Like I said, I'm not well versed in the posing and making action figures stand by themselves thing. Because yeah, I'm still learning that. Mm. Okay, yeah, he can stand by himself. So, he doesn't have too much hair that he can't stand by himself. But yeah, so and he looks like I mean, he has a ton of joints, so I think you would be able to pose him really well. Like I said, I'm still learning how to do that, so I don't know all the tricks to doing that because I've seen some awesome like toy photography where they pose them in ways that you wouldn't think that they would be able to. They probably have stands and other things that help them do those poses, and they edited them out. I would imagine because some of those look like ridiculous. But anyway, so I like that he has his throwing knives, and part of his powers are that he's lucky, so he's a pretty good shot. Uh, and they included different hands in case you didn't want the throwing knife hand to be his hand all the time. And I like that they stuck with just three fingers and one thumb instead of our usual hands. In the comic books, that's what it has. And then they included a dagger, which I think actually fits in this. Yep, it does. That's pretty cool. Like, I like that accessory. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I think it would have been really cool if they included a alternate head with him using his powers, but you can't get everything you want. So this is how he compares in size to Mojo, which, like I said, Mojo is huge. I mean, and he should be huge because he's huge in the comic books. So I think this is a really good, like they did really good on the size comparison of these two figures. Because of course, Longshot, I mean, that's a standard Marvel Legends, sizing. But yeah, so they made Mojo huge in order to scale well with the Marvel Legends. So, and then the last box has Dazzler in it, and it's a TV remote. That's so cute. I mean, like I said, I just love this packaging. It's so much fun, and I really like how she looks. I mean, granted, the retro carded Dazzler, which I have, which I did that whole video on all my Dazzlers. Um, but I mean, I have it just so we can kind of see the difference. And so basically, kind of same costume. They didn't make her star gold like they did, the retro carded ones, but they have, the stripe here and then they have the star there on both of them. Like I said, they made her paint yellow instead of gold. They didn't include the belt or the jacket, which, like I said, for this, um, you can see like moving her arm or not even moving the arm, but you can see that this sleeve is separate from the jacket, which is the only thing that bothered me, really. I mean, and I like that kind of, and same really similar facial shape. But it's just that on this Dazzler, they, upgraded her a little bit in terms of they gave her more makeup, like more distinct, I guess, features, so to speak. Because she has eyeshadow on, and they made her eyes a little bit bigger, a little bit clearer. Like I said, you can I mean, I'm holding these at the same distance from the camera, and you can see her face so much better because they made her eyes a little bit bigger and more distinct. Um, like I said, they chose not to do a belt or a jacket, which I think is fine. And she still has the headband, but the ribbon part of it is down here, and they gave her the longer hair, which I also like. And let's see, what extras did she come with? So they included more hands. because of course she just has fist right here, which so they included, like actual hands, and they made sure to do, since that's what they did here, do one hand gloved and one hand not, which interesting on this one because of course um this bodysuit is slightly different, and this one only has like it has this long glove and then a short glove, and this one has both the short gloves. And then of course you can see her power things, and I really like these power things that they included, which I'll just stick these on really quick. I won't change her hands or anything right now because of course with the other hands these would look better because right now they're just kind of like hanging there. But yeah, I really like these effects rather than just the pink because this is more true to like how you see her powers in the comic books, more like all the colors of light instead of just pink. So basically the same, exactly the same shape and size. They just decided, hey, let's make it yellow and then pink and blue instead of just pink. So I mean, overall, I'm really happy with her. I think she looks really good. Like I said, I appreciate the update on the face, and I like the hair. Mostly, yeah, I really appreciate the update on the face because she, like I said, her face is more distinctive. It's easier to see it. So I really appreciate that. So, but it looks like they're the same in terms of posability because it looks like they have. Oh no, look. Okay. So I don't know what this calls, but I think this is like pins or something. So you can see the circle pins. So they made her pinless. So that's definitely a huge upgrade. Like I said, I'm still like I just started collecting action figures again like 2, 3 years ago, and I have been an in the box collector. So I didn't even know what what pinless or whatever meant. So I mean, yeah, now I know. Like looking at these two, I'm like, oh yeah, look, you can see the little pins in her legs. And these, she doesn't have pins. So yeah, now I totally get it. Now I totally understand why people would want pinless because it just looks better. It looks truer. And of course, well, actually, mm, oh, yeah, she can stand by herself. Wow. Maybe because she doesn't have a ton of hair. Because a lot of the girls, like Jean Grey, when you put on her full hair in Storm, the VHS ones, they cannot stand by themselves. They just fall right over. So I need to get stands for them because I've had them like leaning kind of against stuff. When I show you guys my X-Men diorama that I made, they're mostly leaning because you know, they can't stand by themselves because their hair is too heavy, which is so funny. Anyway, so uh, did I show you on the back what of the remote what it looks like? It's just a cool picture of her. So here, here they are. And then yeah, compared to Mojo again. Like I said, Mojo, when you look at him from the side, there's that cavity. That's just because I can't put his body on, apparently. I'm gonna have to get someone to do that for me because, yeah, I have no upper body strength, so apparently it doesn't work for me. So this is the set, like and the little Wolverine, which I'm out of hand, so I can't hold them all up. But I think this is a really cool set. Like I'm definitely glad that I got it when I did. And I definitely now want to do a diorama of like the camera room or something um, with these figures. And I think it's fun that they included, again, this, so that you can kind of, have an already made diorama for your figures. Like, and of course, Mojo just wouldn't fit in here because it's just, this thin, this thick. But of course, these, they can stand in here and I just think that makes it more fun. that you already have a ready-made display for it. But I still, in the future, because I have so much to do left, so much left on my mansion to do on the inside, and then I have ideas for other extensions of the X-Men mansion that I want to do, and maybe eventually I will do a diorama, a Mojo World control room diorama. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I appreciate all of you who, told me to get better soon. Like I said, I'm feeling better. I just have, still a little bit of a scratchy throat. So, but I appreciate it. So, if you want to, I think next I'm gonna do, yeah, the origins of all these characters, which if you already know, then, you don't have to join me. But, yeah, if you want to, I would appreciate that. I mean, I enjoy doing these videos, and I appreciate you guys watching them. So until next time, bye.